I've been driving around with a nice big off-road badge of honor on my back end, so it's time the Bronco gets some proper protection. Today we're taking a look at the Turn Offroad Ford Bronco Baja Tubular rear bumper. With a lightweight tubular design, this bumper not only protects your ride, but enhances its performance and its style. In this video, I'll walk you through the installation and tell you my thoughts on the build quality and design once we get it installed. So let's go. The first step is to go ahead and get under the bumper and remove some bolts that are under there. Some are 18mm and some are 13mm. So I have my power tools set and ready to go. If you don't have power tools, however, feel free to use hand tools. The first one I'm going to be removing is a 13mm, and that one is just right up here. So much dirt. So now I'm going to be removing these two 18mm bolts right here. Just got a shower of dirt. So this tow hook is not being held on just by those two bolts. It's actually being held on by a pin right here too. So I'm just going to try to pull down and see if it comes out. Now that we finished this side, we're going to go ahead, head over to the other side. The only difference with this side for my particular Bronco is the fact that there is not a tow hook on this side. Now you might have a tow hook on this side. It just depends on your trim. For my Bronco, I don't have any extra sensors in my bumper, so the only thing I have to disconnect electronic-wise is actually the light that lights up my license plate. Now this connector is going to be right in here, and since I've already loosened up the bumper, it's really easy to go ahead and disconnect it from above the bumper. So what I'm going to do is there is a tab right here that I'm going to put my thumb on, press down, and then from underneath, going to grab the plastic, and the connector comes right out. So we're gonna attempt to take off the rear bumper without taking off the spare tire, because since I have the black diamond, I do have smaller wheels. But if you do have aftermarket wheels that are bigger or even bigger tires, then you might wanna go ahead and remove the spare tire before you attempt to take off the bumper. This would be a perfect time to make sure you have a friend or some extra hands handy, because the bumper itself can be quite cumbersome. Now this bumper does have the ability to retain your factory backup sensors. Mine does not have any backup sensors, so we're just gonna go straight into the install. We actually have to install this included L bracket right here. We're gonna be installing it right in here, and it is going to be with the included hardware. Now this is an 18mm bolt, and it has two washers on it. We're gonna be doing the split lock washer first, and then the flat washer. Now right now, all we're doing is just putting it in enough that it sits in there for right now. We'll come back to that later. And we're just gonna repeat on the other side. So while we were able to remove this OEM bumper without taking off the spare tire, unfortunately, the way that the new bumper is shaped, it won't go under this as well as the other one did. So we do have to remove this tire here. Now it is going to be 19mm bolts, so we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. And now that the tire is removed, we can go ahead and put on the new bumper. We're just gonna go ahead and hand tighten both sides. Hand tighten the 18mm bolts right into here. Doing the same thing on the other side, just gonna hand tighten these bolts. We're gonna go ahead and tighten them using a power tool. We're also gonna go ahead and tighten the 18mm that's on the side right here. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the driver's side. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up this side 18mm. So now we're going to go ahead and torque the bolts. And now to finish off the installation, we just have to put back on the spare tire. I've got to say, overall, the installation was pretty simple. It is a little bit more work if you have backup sensors, but it's still pretty straightforward. I really enjoy the Baja tubular design, and that's why I chose this one. It retails at about $6.99, which is a pretty decent price for an aftermarket bumper. Now, you might have noticed this bumper doesn't have anywhere for you to put your license plate at, so you're going to need a license plate relocation kit. Turn Offroad does sell them on their website, and you can also get some on Amazon. So we'll leave some linked down in the description below. below. Notice the black diamond tee I'm wearing? This is from our merch store. We've got a bunch of Bronco-inspired designs and gear like this. If you want a tee that matches your Bronco, or a hat, even though I customized mine with a patch from Amazon, check out the store and grab something for yourself. And while you're here, make sure to subscribe for more Bronco content. We've got plenty more coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.